Good morning, good morning. Hello, everybody. It's a beautiful day. It's Tuesday, and I am sure that we have lots to be grateful for. So let's come on in and let's share.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. You should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a beautiful day. Isn't so come on, let's play. Forget the rush you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Keep back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Taking it easy won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day. And come on, let's play.
Morning, good morning. Annie Seven, Kathy Hand. It is a terrific Tuesday. And I'm Marietta, beautiful heart friend. Thank you all for being here. Share, share, share. Let's get all the others woke up and get them in here. Good morning, Josie. Good morning, Rick. All right, let's go into our hearts. You all know how this works. Hand on the heart and slow down the breathing. Add in the love. You can keep your eyes open. You can close your eyes. It doesn't matter. Just take that moment for you. Give yourself that gift. Good morning, Deirdre. So let's do that. Let's connect. Just ask yourself, what is terrific about my life today? What is terrific about my life today? See what answer comes to you. And I'd love it if you would share. So breathe in slowly, deeply, hold it, and wait. Listen for the answer. I'm so grateful for my life. I am so grateful and honored to be here with all of you. That makes my life terrific. I am happy. I am healthy. I am full of joy. I'm living my life's purpose. I am love. And I am peace. Good morning, Julie Kiss. Good morning, Auntie Jean Lorio. Wow. Okay. Did you ask yourself that question? You know, last night, the writing that the angels had me do was about listening. How many times do we not listen? How many excuses do we make up for not listening, right? We were distracted. Somebody messaged us. A kid ran into the room. Somebody called. Whatever it is, we always can come up with an excuse to not listen. It's a choice. It's a decision that we make. And when we make that choice to fully listen, the miracles happen. It's amazing. It is so amazing to go into the silence, to not allow any distractions, because the distractions will always be there. There will always be somebody wanting a piece of you, somebody wanting your attention, wanting something answered or something done. But what about you? What about you? There's a song that I love by Pink. What about us? What about us? And if you bring that personal to you, it's what about me? What about me? When is my happy ever after? When is it my turn to take a minute, just a minute, to go inside to seek whatever answer I'm looking for? It's something we have control over. Each one of us, we have control over whether we're going to fully pay attention, whether we're going to allow the silence. Silence is something you have to get comfortable with. It's not easy for some people to be silent. And I have learned how to be comfortable in the silence, that it's okay to just be, to just allow, and just to let my energy settle. You don't always have to be talking. You don't always have to be doing. That's the beauty of it. You can just be. And being in that silent moment is what's going to bring you closer to who you are. We have family jumping in here. Rosalind, good vibes. Good morning, good morning. When I left, Rosalind says, I'm just going to have to get up early in the morning so I can see you. And there you are. I love that. Good morning. And Deirdre says, what is great about my life today is my eyes to see you, my ears to hear you, mindfulness to be grateful for all my P family. Oh, I love that, Deirdre. And Kathy Hand says, I am healing, I am worthy, and I am a beloved spark of the divine. Being a part of this peaceful, loving family is pretty darn terrific. Yeah, it is. Good morning, Hope. And Hope says, beautifully said, Dee Dee. Mama Hada Bear, good morning, good morning. So happy to see you here, Brookie. Good morning to you, Brooke, and to your mom, if she's there with you. Pat Moss, good afternoon. Oksana, hello, darling, on YouTube. And Hope says, oh, I love a bit of silence, right? Silence can be our best friend. It really can. When we allow it, when we learn how to live with the silence, then we have truly come to a good place in our life. When we don't feel like we have to fill every moment with noise, with chatter, with something that's going to distract us from who we truly are. So being there for ourselves sometimes means just being silent, just allowing. Good morning, Joanne. Marietta says it is terrific that we have new friends staying on their boat at our dock at Hart Harbor. They have shared so many helpful ideas in the engine room and have volunteered to help us clean, sand, and re-oil our teak and holly floors. We have rewarded them with dinners at our local restaurants. Everything is working perfectly, and we are terrific. Yes, you are, Marietta. Oh my goodness, I love that. I love that there's that give and take. There's the energy exchange that somebody does something and it's like, oh, let me do this for you. So I'm glad that you have that, and so much love to you and Ed and to our good girl, Pearl. All right, so keep sharing what your soul is saying to you when you go into the silence, when you ask, what is terrific about my life today? What is it that's terrific? What is it that I love? And I love that I am loved and you are loved. I have Kuan Yin. Anybody curious about what Kuan Yin has to say to us today? Nat says she crept out of the room last night to have a bit of silence. So love the noisy grandchildren. Yes, I can imagine that there's a lot going on when they're there and that you don't get much of the energy of silence. There's always something, right? Always something happening. Get a little more light so I can see Kuan Yin. Spin the silken thread divine. In creating precious silks, there is a sorting process of sifting out that which is broken to find that which is precious and pure. You are commencing a new cycle, and it is time to release that which does not align with your true heart. Choose to release all vows, agreements, and connections that no longer serve your highest good. I love this card. Spin the silken thread divine. So when we choose to let go, and that's something we're taking control of. We're not just waiting for something to fall into place or fall out of place. We're taking control over letting go of whatever's not working for us, whatever that belief is that's holding you back, whatever's telling you you can't. And I don't believe in that. I don't believe there is a can't. I believe we can do anything that we put our mind to. There may be some physical limitations, but there's a way around everything. There's an inventive and innovative way of doing whatever it is that's important enough that we have the thought that that's something that's in our life that we want to do. So think about that. Think about whatever it is that you have had the thought, I really feel like I'm supposed to be doing that, or I want to do that, or that's what I know is my life and the way my life is supposed to be going. But then you put that restriction on it that I can't. Well, the angels told me that I can't is I choose not to. I choose not to. Think about that. So if there's something that you have been wanting to do a place you've been wanting to go, an idea that you have, and you tell yourself, I can't. What's the real meaning of that? What's the real process that's happening? Are you allowing yourself to be held back because of a belief that you can't do it, that you're not enough, you're not worthy, you're not capable, whatever it is? Look at what you're reasoning. Look at what you're saying to yourself, what you're saying to others. If you're saying, I can't. Jasmine, good morning to you. Thank you for being here. Kathy Hand says, I am with you, Hope. My silent reflection and devotion time each morning. Those are such necessary times, whether you do it first thing in the morning or you take time at night to reflect back on your day and give gratitude for the day that you've had, the things that have taken place, the miracles. Sometimes there's been things that were our sandpaper that happened during the day. And give thanks for that as well. Giving thanks for everything in our life just lifts us to a whole new level. Catherine Kovacs, good morning to you. Yesterday was a travel day for me. And over the last couple of days, I've gone over 500 miles, which is a lot. Somebody's trying to call me. Charlie, you're trying to call me. Okay. Well, I hope you're doing all right. So anyway, the last couple of days, I've been on the road. And yesterday was one of the hardest days I've had on this journey because I had to really fight to keep the car on the road. The winds here were so strong yesterday. It was even blowing around those big trucks, the semis, and everyone on the road had to be more vigilant. We were very stiff as we paid attention and ready for whatever might hit us next, because you didn't know when that gust of wind was going to come and blow you into the next lane or off the road. So I found at the end of the day that I was exhausted just from that part of the drive. But also I was hurting physically because I was fighting that steering wheel the whole way as I was driving yesterday. So sometimes there's things like that happen unexpectedly when I might expect, oh, it's a beautiful day. And it really was. It was gorgeous out. But sometimes something like that creeps up and happens unexpectedly. And we might think, oh, that was terrible. I don't want to do that again. But my thought was, I survived that. I survived fighting wind, heavy, heavy wind, for hundreds of miles. And it was such a sense of accomplishment. I could have pulled off the road. There's no time crunch on this part of the journey. I could easily have just pulled off and stopped somewhere for hours or for the night. But it was this energy of, I've got this. The angels are keeping me safe. The prayers from all of you are helping, because I can feel that. Every time I'm on the road, I feel your prayers. I feel you right there with me. Good morning, Charlie. You tried to call me. Is there something wrong? And let's see, Oksana says, I realized that my spirit talks to me through songs. When I play a song and sing out loud with the song I hear, and feel the words spoken to me to encourage me, to soothe me, to move on me. The song of the week is Don't Give Up on Me by Andy Grammer. I will fight for you. I always do, until my heart is black and blue. Don't give up on me. Well, I have to tell you all what happened. So, night before last, the Angel blog was about how things are so topsy-turvy, how there's so much contrast right now. There's so much that we're all dealing with, not just one person, but there's a lot of shifts, a lot of changes, a lot of conflict, a lot of pain, a lot of illness, a lot of things that are happening right now that a lot of times, if we just stop and look at it, it seems kind of out of control. So the blog was about being okay. And I asked the angels for encouragement. I asked them to give us a word so that we knew we were okay. And we knew that everything was working perfectly, as we make that statement every day. And they wrote such a beautiful message to us, a message of hope. And that was what the blog was called. I choose hope. And I do. I choose hope every time there's a choice, every time that I even try to look at what's going on in the world. I don't listen to the news, but I do hear things. And every time that happens, I choose to go into hope. Not that I'm dismissing that something is happening, because I know there is. I know there's war going on. I know there's conflict. I know there's contrast. I know that there's divisive forces in the world. But I choose to believe that there is a divine hand at play. I choose to believe that we are guided, that we do have every bit of help that we need, and that we can look back and see the perfection. I choose to believe that. So I had asked the angels for messages and for encouragement, and I had gone in to use the restroom. I'm standing there washing my hands, and all of a sudden I started listening to the music that was playing on the loudspeaker. And I'm listening to this song, and it just gave me chills, because the song that was playing is Everything is Going to Be All Right. And I just stood there and almost cried, because I said, thank you, angels. Thank you. Sometimes, and they know me so well, they know that when I ask for a sign, that it's because I really am at a point of saying, I need that. Not that I want it, but I need to see something. I need to see it with my physical eyes or hear it with my ears. And here I am. If I hadn't walked into that building at the time I did, if I hadn't been standing there washing my hands, I would have been busy, maybe looking at something or getting my coffee or whatever, where I wasn't paying attention. But I was standing there in silence, and here's the song, Everything is Going to Be All Right. And I just left that place walking on air, because I knew in my heart that that was for me, for us. I knew it. Nobody else had to know it. Everybody in that building heard that song. But I knew that that was mine. I knew it was my message, and I just ran with it. I was so beautifully lifted up by the angels in that moment. And that's what happens when we're silent. That's what happens when we allow, when we don't force anything, we just put it out there and then we allow it to be shown to us. So that was the message from the angels, you guys. Everything is going to be all right. And I believe everything is all right. I believe, like what Mama Hana Bear teaches us, we're already through this. We're already on the other side of this war, of the conflict, of the high gas prices, everything that's going on right now that's creating havoc in our lives. We're already on the other side of it. We just need to take that step away and observe and look at it and truly see that. Annie says, Teri Angel, your car is the Angel Mobile. Yes, it is. That is what I have dubbed my vehicle that's transporting me around the country. It is the Angel Mobile. Let's see, Charlie. Did I put my phone down and it called you? I guess it was my message that I was supposed to be here. Yeah, we get those messages in whatever way they're going to use to get our attention, don't we? And I think everyone that's here right now needed to hear this message today. I believe that it was to be shared, that it wasn't just my message, it wasn't just my confirmation, it was for all of us. And so take it for what it is. If it resonates, beautiful. If it doesn't resonate, then that's fine. Just leave it and move along. And he says, I always feel the angels around your car. Oh my gosh, every time I open the door to get into that car, I invite all the angels to be in there with me. I invite Michael to wrap it in a bubble of protection so that along the way, whatever happens, it's protected and anyone that's near it is protected. So yes, it is the Angel Mobile. It has an official name. Its official name is Angel Ami. And that's what I was sitting at my sister's house. We were looking out the window at the car, and I was still in awe that I even had that car. And I just heard that term, Angel Ami, my angel friend. And that's what it is. It's gotten me 38,000 miles now as I go down the road. And it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful energy traveling around. What else we got? Pat Moss. I am so doing I can. People around me are changing. Question is it their insecurities? Okay, I'm not sure what the question is, Pat. I am so doing I can. So you're doing your belief that you can. You're being strong. You're being guided. You are coming into your power. And people around you are seeing that. That's what I'm hearing you say. And yeah, for some, it's intimidating to watch somebody they have known a certain way get stronger, to watch them step into their power. But that's not your concern. We can't change anybody else. We have no control over anybody else. And sometimes when we come into our power, we see a lot of people stepping away from us, moving in another direction. And that's okay. Everything is as it's supposed to be. So just allow it to be what it is. Brookie, what is terrific is that I am in a safe and beautiful place where I'm free to be me, taking the time I need to rest, heal, and bloom fully in whatever way I choose. Also, incredibly terrific to be here with all of you, influenced by all your love, perseverance, and positivity. Absolutely, Brookie. This is a very safe place. Whoever needs to come in and just hang out, or if you want to come in and share your parts of your life, parts of you that need uplifting, or parts of you that are celebrating and you want us to celebrate with you, this is that safe haven for you. And Auntie Jean says, Oksana, this conversation reminds me of an older song. I want to say that the truth is written in the sounds of silence. That is where spirit teaches and uplifts us. I love that song, Auntie Jean. As I was writing the blog, and I knew we were talking about silence before I even sat down with the angels. I just had the message that I need, personally, I need to be in silence this week. I'm going to be here in Sedona for the entire week. I'll be here through Friday. And I know that part of the journey of why I'm here in Sedona is to sit in the silence, to sit with this beautiful, powerful vortex of energy and allow whatever is to be, whatever is to come forth, I'm to allow that. And I've already had some tricklings of thoughts about some changes and some things that are taking place. So I know that this is a beautiful time of growth, spiritual growth for me. And I think spiritual growth for us as a family. And he says, an army of angels. Yes, always. There's always an army of angels, a legion of angels. Anytime we ask, we have that much support. We have all the support we need, all the support we want, by just setting that intention that they're going to show up for us. Isabel, good morning, Isabel. And Kathleen says, absolutely, Teri, we are here together by divine appointment. Yes, we are. And we're calling in our blue Jean. I don't know where she is, but she's not here unless she's just listening and not responding yet. Oh, Pat Moss, you're so welcome. And speaking of our blue Jean, she is making such beautiful creations. She is sending me pictures of them as they're completed. And I know pictures don't do jewelry justice at all. So I would love to see those up close and personal. We are going to be auctioning them off when she's done with the 3 of them. And perhaps I will be seeing some of you wearing those creations when we get together in October. And speaking of that, have you got your reservation in yet? Are you registered for the retreat? And if you know somebody that would like to advertise with us at the retreat, somebody who maybe would like to be a benefactor for someone else to be at the retreat that maybe can't afford the sign up for it, please let me know. Let me know so I can send you our sponsor form that Mama Hadoberry helped me to complete this week. So that's ready to go out to businesses, to anybody that wants to be part of this retreat in that way. Hope says, P family, after my rather rocky start to the week with my health, I have Zena's news. Not so good. He didn't get into the Brit school. Amazingly, I wasn't upset, as I remember Kathy Hand saying he will be where he is supposed to be. Then came some amazing news. You all put your energy behind him on the 31st of March, taking his London College of Music musical theater singing exam. Well, our Z didn't just pass or get a credit, he was awarded a distinction. We're all elated. His theater school tutor is in shock. Thank you, Angelic River Family. Oh, what great news for him. You know, sometimes we think that something's going to go a certain way and we have our heart set on it or have it in our sight that that's what it's going to be when it turns out to be something totally different. Please give Z our love. Tell him how much we are just so proud of him and lifting him up for that bright future that he has. I know he has. I know that he's a force to be reckoned with, just like his mama. And we are so proud of whatever he does in life, whatever comes his way. He's ours. We've adopted him as part of our Angelic River family. And one of these days, and I'm hoping soon, I'm going to be able to meet you and Zena and be there to give you a beautiful hug, Hope. I know that's going to happen. And Annie says, great news, Hope. Praying for you, my sister, for complete healing, and will continue to pray for your family. And Deirdre says, yay, Zena. Yes, yes. We celebrate all the wins, don't we? Anytime there's something going on with any of us, we celebrate. Tammy Fisk, yes, says, yay, Zena, congratulations. Thank you for lifting our vibration with that news. Anytime we hear about a celebration, anytime there's an answered prayer, we know that we can bring it in and we're all going to hold that in our heart, just like it was us that it happened to, because we are all one. That's the beauty of this. We're all in this together. We are all one, celebrating. We are all one, praying. We are all one, hurting if there's a hurt. So bring in whatever it is that you want to put into our circle, and we take that and we go with that and we lift you up high. So it's time to put in your prayer request, and do that by typing it in the comment, please. And if anybody has any updates on the ones that we pray for tomorrow morning, I will be reading the list so we can have that reminder of who all is in our prayer circle. And if there's somebody that we need to put in there that you want us to add to the list, just let me know that so I can do that. And if there's any updates on people that are on the list, let me know that as well. And look at that, Hope. Jenna, you're getting so much love and congratulations from all of us. Auntie Jean says, Hope, tell Zena how very proud of him we are. He is the music. Congratulations, our very special P. He's our baby P. And Deirdre says, prayers for all humans, for Gaia, and for world peace. Yes, indeed. That's our prayer every day. Thank you, Deirdre. Kathleen says, Zena, I know you are on your way to an amazing career, doing what you love to do, and blessing everyone with your music, hope, and always praying for your health. I love you both. All right, so tomorrow, I think I'm going to have a co-host. I'm hoping that Stacy will be with me tomorrow. Stacy had wonderful news that we're celebrating, that her mom's tumor is shrinking. And thank you to all who lifted her up, to everyone who just decided to set that intention together, that we were going to pray for the very best outcome for Stacy's mom. And we see the result of that. anytime that we lift up in prayer, where there's two or more people that are gathered to lift that prayer, it expands the energy of it. And we see the results. We see what's happening, like with our dolly that Blue is taking care of. We see all the amazing answers to prayer that come forth that you all let us know about. Oksana, prayers for us to believe in ourselves, in our powers, in our spirit. We can do incredible things with our love, light, smiles, touches, and good thoughts. Amen. That's right, Oksana, we certainly can. So I know I had promised you all that I was going to see our brick yesterday, but with all of the fighting of the wind, and it took extra time to get here because it was just slowing everybody down on the road. I didn't get into the place to stay until late, so I didn't make it into the heart of Sedona, which is where our brick is. But I'm leaving this morning, going to a place I'll be staying for the rest of the week that's very remote, and then I'm going to be connecting in with nature, having some silence, having an opportunity to really just be, And I love that. So today's the day that I will get in there to the stupa and go find our brick. And hopefully this wind will have settled down. I heard it all night long. I heard it roaring. So I was glad that I was in a place where it was safe and that I was protected from the heavy wind. And Hope says, Stacy Small Lord, beautiful news. And we will continue to lift up your mom. Absolutely. And Auntie Jean says, our young ones are our petite peas, just like the peas in the supermarket. Yes, I love those petite peas. They're my favorite. And as far as food, I don't have a favorite pea. You are all my favorites. I love you all equally. And we wouldn't have this beautiful energy if there was any comparison or competition. There isn't. We all love each other equally. We all have a place here to come to that's safe. That's your place, your very own. Everyone is loved that comes in here. And when you're not here, we miss you. Just like we're missing our Blue, we're missing Stacy and Linda. And who else is not here that usually is here? Suzanne. So we've got some missing peas. Let's lift them up today and hope that everything is working perfectly in their world, that maybe they're just still asleep. So let's go into our hearts, remembering everyone in our beautiful family, lifting them all up and sending some heart healing into our earth plane. And let's go in really giving gratitude today, just holding that energy of thankfulness, the energy that everything is working perfectly. Maybe it doesn't look like it at the moment. Maybe we can't see the perfection in everything, but it's there. So let's take that moment of silence. Silence is golden. Silence is needed in our lives. So as a group, as a family, let's take a moment together to sit in silence with each other, to listen to our hearts as we do that, not forcing it, but just being in that moment. I want you all to do this with me, please. It's an opportunity for you to just sit with the silence. And then after that moment of silence, we'll be silent for 1 minute. We're going to take a moment to do this, to listen, but also to honor that moment of silence, to honor peace in our world, to honor everyone who's involved in conflict, in war, in suffering. Giving that moment of silence as a place of honor in our hearts is important, that acknowledgement. So let's just be with each other for the next moment. And then after that, after the minute that we're going to take, I would love for you to type in whatever message came to you, because I think when we're doing this together as a soul family, we're all going into silence at the same time together. Something big is going to come through for us. So just shut out any distractions. If you're looking at your phone, if you're talking to somebody, just be for a moment. So let's start now with silence. Thank you. Thank you, please, for lifting each other. Thank you for honoring yourself, for honoring who you are and what you are as a being of love and light. Thank you for lifting the energy. Thank you for allowing a moment of peace. As I was just being with all of you, I felt like all of our energies were intertwined, that we were just moving in and out of each other's energy fields, that we were loving on each other, just like when we give hugs at the end of the show. We were all just merging together in this beautiful energy of upliftment, this energy of peace, this energy of knowing each other more intimately. When we can sit in silence together, we grow spiritually together. We love more fully, more deeply. We're open to whatever message comes through. And what I got was a message of hope, a message of love, a message that we are all one, and that when one of us hurts, we all hurt. When one of us celebrates, we all celebrate, because we are that connected. What a beautiful time together today. Let's just take another moment to remember all of the names that were responsible for lifting up each day, everything that's been placed in our care for us to pray for. The family members, the friends, the countries, the towns, our nation of the United States, and every nation for all of the P's that are represented, lifting up every one of the nations in the world and asking for peace on earth, asking, can't we all somehow make a world that works for everybody? And now let's send our heart energy, our love down into Gaia. Just allow Gaia to be lifted, to be loved on, for that love to go out and to be shared throughout the world. And then bringing your heart back into sync with each other. We're going to love on each other. We're going to do our heart telephone. So just take that breath in and the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. I love you. That's our message to each other every day. You are loved. You are loved. You are appreciated. I'm so glad that you're all here. And Kathy is still with us. And Kathy says, hope, I am so very happy for Zena. I just read this now as I am inside the lab at work. Much love to you and Z. Both of you will be exactly where you need and deserve to be. And Charlie says, you don't have to be first. You can be second or you can be last. Just be you. You are loved. Thank you for that message, Charlie. Absolutely. And Kathy says, I tuned in right during the prayer time. Lots of love and thank yous to everyone here. I was meant to pop in right at this time of love and gratitude. My happiness is overflowing for Hope and Zena and for Stacy and her mom. And then I see lots of thank you. I love yous. Thank you. Thank you. Oksana says, I saw deep into my heart golden butterflies in a vortex of light. And I whispered, beautiful golden butterflies, lead the way for me on my path of my blessings, and I will follow you. What a beautiful message you got during that moment of silence. And thank you for sharing. And anybody else who wants to share, if there was something that came to you during that moment, to share it with all of us so we can just be immersed in that energy as we listen to our Leo taking us away today.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on. Come on, let's play, it's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. We're on the peace for peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead, wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the P's and the ball. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the P's and the ball. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy, give me a Cuppa Fulla. Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy, give me a Cuppa
Uncle Jean says, what I felt and heard was, you're one. You're one. That's what I was getting this
joy, full of light, full of love. Bottom is
time
refused,
for each
feeling
other.
up from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the twist is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's be the win. Love always is the winning team, and you can side with us. There is always more space in the pot for more love. Take a spot to get the day started. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. There really is no secret. We simply accept, align, allow. AAA, morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full joy. Cuppa full joy. Give me a cuppa joy. Give me 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 cuppa joy.
Thank you so much for being here. Remember, you are loved. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. And I will see you later. Bye, everybody. I love you. Namaste, y'all.